Here at the house, I might just, I don't know if I can, did I zoom that in a little bit? Boy,
You have to be careful how you zoom it in.
yeah, it's really hard to do that. Yeah. Okay, well, I think you might just be stuck where you're at right there. Joy will take a look at it and maybe adjust it a little bit, but she's busy at the moment. So, I'll
Hey,
turn that a
Jimmy.
little bit your way. Boy, it was 6:30 just a minute ago, and I was getting things. Now I'm going to, I've done a pre-canvas here. This is going to be the one we're going to get to, but I just wanted you to enjoy for a moment, in case you were here a week or so ago. Remember at the last minute I said, that's an ugly tree. I blanked it out and I actually kind of did it with a black, and then after I went offline, I did like a basic dark green like that. And so now uh, I'm looking at starting the new painting and go ahead and get this one right. And I've done a couple others. Oh, let me do that for you too. Um, I finished another painting and got that one right. Where's that one? This one. Yeah, this one was wrong. And I've now finished that one. There you go. And hopefully there's no reflection on that. That's a nice reflection on you. And then the other one that I finished was, where's that one? Oh, maybe I put it up here. Yes. Here's the other one. I was having, everything over here was fine. The moon had to be fixed a little bit, but I couldn't get the trees right. So I darkened the trees, and I built the shadows at the bottom, and this over here, got them and fixed the mountain up here. And then after I had put the dark here, I was getting ready to do the lighter greens, and all of a sudden, I saw it. That is the dark side. The other side of that tree was peeking through in these spots. And I realized that's done. I really don't have to do anything else with that. That's impossibly, who would have thought of making so dark and on that side of the tree, but yet that's it. Isn't that something? So I thought you might enjoy seeing those real quick. And then I watched somebody who was doing branches with a different brush than I've done branches with before. And so I was trying to imitate what he was doing. And I think I actually had the branch, I had the brush this way. And actually the brush is supposed to be upside down. But it literally scares me to go at this tree because, it's like, oh no, I could do something wrong again. And I don't want to do that again. And so I don't know if anybody else has those kind of little petty fears about trying again, but I've never had them. Even as a painter, I learned that starting over was the best thing to do. One time I was staining a fiberglass door, and it was not coming out. So I took the paint thinner and I wiped it off. Wouldn't you know that the stain wouldn't wipe off inside the embossing that looks like wood grain on the door? And as I wiped it off, I realized that's how you do it. You put it on and you wipe it off, and the stain stays in the little scratches and graining of the wood that they put in the fiberglass, and the rest of it turns into a different color. And next thing I knew how to do fiberglass. So, what do you say? So, they kind of went like this. They kind of pushed the brush up like that. I don't like that. I don't like that already. That doesn't look like what they did at all. I'm not sure what to do now. You know, I'd almost have to watch the video again right now so that we could all enjoy Donny doing it right. But, okay, I'm just gonna do what they did. It just went like that. That's what they did. And, I don't like that. But maybe they did something else too. I don't know. So that's not the brush. I'm going to get out this one brush that I have. It was ruined. I think I ruined it in hot water or something like that. I don't remember what it was. And I didn't know what to do with that brush. And all of a sudden, it actually was the brush that I needed the most. It did the best job of making a tree and giving me exactly what I was looking for. And so I'm going to get that brush and I'm going to do it again just the way I did it before. And we'll see what happens. Because see, when you use green and black, you get the front and the back side of the tree branch all at once. And that's kind of what you want to do. You want to do green and you want to do black, and you kind of mix them together, sort of dark, little green, little black, until you get this look like that. And then when you finish that up, then you just you wipe the brush and then you go back to just the green. You kind of try to dab some green in the areas where the dark isn't, like that. And we'll just bring that tree down. Now, I like that. That did something for me right there. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and go like this. I'm going to bring some more branches out like that. Let those branches hang right there. That's good. I don't think this tree is quite tall enough. I think
Miss Southern Belle stopped in to, I guess, hit the like button and say hello. But she's going to an art class.
An art class?
Yeah.
Hey, well, say hi to Art in his class for me. And I'm glad you're getting some class. I could use some class.
And hello to Cher and Jimmy.
Hey, how's everybody's family doing tonight? We've been hearing about different kind of tragedies going on, and we want to see you all blessed. All right, so now this has worked really well because the background being so light has helped me see that there's actually two trees here. There's this one here. There's a tree right here. Right there. We're just going to put him right there, and we're going to put a big old brown stalk right there, and a smaller one, and a smaller one, and a smaller one. There they are. And then there's another tree right there. Look at him. I could just see a little bit of branch there, a little bit there, right there. See it? See it right there? That tree just appeared for us, just to help us out. So then we're going to, I almost put a trunk down here, but look, he's farther back. Oh, I like that. So this tree is closer, and his trunk comes right to there. This tree's back there, and his trunk stops right there. Right there, like at the crest. And you can see this background here is behind him, and that's only accidental. I didn't do that on purpose. But look at these two guys. Don't they look great? Or girls. And I don't really put a gender on trees, but we'll just call them that for now. There you go. There's my two trees. Now, we're going to let those dry.
Hi, Grace.
And we'll come back and see if it's possible And look at it. It was the beat up brush. It was the beat up brush that did us so good. And I just want to dab a little bit more of that black and green for right here. Right there.
I
Right
took
there.
some pictures today, so that Donny can, they're on your red phone.
Oh, yeah.
So that Donny can, look at them.
Yep.
And this was natural. We went out and drove around and we were live streaming and we saw
I drove past them. You saw them.
the pine trees that were cut, that had snow on them. And I said, I need to take pictures of these so that Donny can look at them and see something in the natural, you know, that is authentically a pine tree that has snow on it.
Yeah. That's like, I had no
and
idea.
not just use his imagination, but actual photographs of trees that have snow on them.
Yeah. So
What'd you do with your...
My red phone's right there somewhere. It's on the charger, I believe. So, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to finish up my little bit of a white snow ground. And around the base of the trees. Oh, look at that. Does that look good or what?
Here's one, for example. Look at that one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I just need to see.
That was a picture I took today.
So now I've got that. So now for those of you that hang around late enough into this, I'm going to come back to this. What do you say we just try to do these ones in these don't look right anyway, so I think
They just need a little bit more dark in them. They're a
Yeah.
little bit too light.
Yeah, they're too
little...
light, and they're not tall enough either. They could really use some
well,
more.
they're at a different
Yeah, they're different.
spot
They're a
than the
distance,
other
but
ones.
yeah.
Hi, Marie.
Hey. Yeah, we were thinking about Marie.
Yeah, he's gonna get your painting ready to mail. Did you
Yeah.
put the coating on it?
No, it does not. That's why I didn't do it today.
Yeah. Before he mails the paintings, he's got to put like a coating on the outside
Mm-hmm.
To protect the paint.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna do this. I'm trying to get our trees a little bit more natural looking.
Cher said that looks good so far.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. But she says that, and then I end up changing it because it didn't come out. So Cher is just that positive person. I'd say.
Marie said, I'm just so grateful to you both. You're very welcome, Marie.
Yeah. All right, so we've done that. Let me stop before I mess that up. All right, so we're going to let that sit. And we're going to move
Hey, bear hug.
that one. And we're going to
Thankfully, last year we installed a diesel heater because I was freezing last winter when we had that really cold spell. Some friends from Maryville brought...
Yeah, I was out of town.
Yeah, and they brought me a little space heater and a blanket, and I used that blanket in the car so that on cold days like today, we used that. Donny and I had that blanket over us today to help keep us warm, but I was freezing, and even that space heater on those really cold days doesn't It works on like fall days, but it doesn't work on those like.
Right. When it gets under 32,
Yeah, it doesn't help.
it does not
So,
have enough gumption.
Then Donny, we ordered a diesel heater, and Donny installed it. There's actually a video on the channel of Donny installing the diesel heater, and once we got that, it just really, really helps. It really keeps us warm enough in here. We don't use it all the time. We use it on the really cold days, because the rest of the time we use the little space heater. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Maritza.
All right. We've got the stars. I'm going to try to do a smaller moon. I've noticed my moons have been getting bigger and bigger. Do you notice something? That moon's a little big. Although it's epic and gorgeous.
Tall. You got it way too high. No, you didn't even show me.
Down lower. Okay.
Yeah. Over.
It's like that moon is
to
just.
The left. There you go.
That moon is just a little bit too big. It's one of those artist rendering things that you do, you know. And so I'm trying to do a moon a little bit more like, you know, the size it is in reality. And sometimes I've made one the right size, but then I goof up one edge, and so I have to make it a little bigger to make it round again. Then I goof up another edge and have to make it a little bigger to make it round again.
Cher loves it.
So that's kind of how that happens. The next thing you know, I got this big giant moon that I wish was a little smaller. But, you know, there we go. That's a good looking moon. We'll let him dry now. And let's see. All right, so. I guess we can dance out that little thumb mark I put in there earlier. So we just kind of play with the colors a little bit. Let me get the, oh, sorry about that. Okay, still looks good.
Bear Hug said, I think the moon is pretty. I see the moon and the moon sees me. God bless the moon. God bless me. My mom taught me that, she said.
Yep. I like that one. Hadn't heard that one before. Is that the moon prayer? Sounds like a good prayer.
Cher likes the moon too. Cher said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yes. And if you're a beekeeper, you're a beholder. Well, of course, the mountains that are furthest away, they're going to be the darkest. So what we're going to do then is we're going to pull down right here, kind of right like that. Maybe go up a little bit and down. And we'll make that kind of an epic peak right there. And then let's do another one of those. We'll do that right, let's see, right there. And then right here. Okay. I really want jagged. I want a jagged mountain. Big, rough, jagged mountain. And I want this one kind of smooth, kind of slopes, right like that. And then he's over here like that. That's very good. Okay.
We got cold when we were out today vlogging. So
Yes, the diesel bug is not our friend.
I had
Can you back it up a little bit? I keep bumping it. Is there any way to give me some more room here? I keep hitting the darn thing.
So Donnie turned my electric blanket on, and I put that on right away when
Oh yeah, I thought to turn that on when I got home today, so that by the time she got in here and settled.
I've been under this electric blanket for hours.
Yeah, ever since we got home. There you are. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to mix a little bit of blue with a lot of white. And Bob would be proud. My Bob Ross is sticking over there. I don't know where he is. I haven't paid attention to him lately. Hope he doesn't mind.
If you hear a tiny little ticking noise, that's because that's the diesel heater.
Well, I could turn that down now a little.
No, it's fine where it is.
You can't hear it? Okay.
I can hear it, but I mean, I don't know if they can.
Oh, okay.
I just said if they do hear
All
it,
right.
that's what that noise is.
You know what? I think, oh, where did my paper towel go? Oh, there it is. All right, so I I think there's going to be a line right there. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but I can kind of tell.
Grayscale Painting said, I'm very new here. Is this acrylic or oil?
I'm acrylic. I'm acrylic.
And he said, are you in a mobile home trailer? We're in an RV. We are in a Smoky Mountains campground, and we are looking for land. It's not the easiest thing to find land in this area, so we are staying in this RV, and we will. The bank approved us to buy a cabin kit to put on our land when we find it. So we're looking and praying.
Yes, we are definitely.
Hi, Lisa.
Anybody that's a painter knows I have no idea what I'm doing. But all of you just love it. So let's keep it that way. Sometimes I do things exactly the opposite of the way I wanted to do them.
If anybody was watching, we went and did a drive stream yesterday in the snow. It wasn't snowing too much in. It was just flurrying in Gatlinburg and
This morning.
and Pigeon Forge yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And the snow really didn't stick. There was hardly anything that's stayed. But in Sevierville, there was quite a bit of snow. There was several inches of snow over in Sevierville. And I heard Knoxville got a lot of snow. And Dandridge got a little bit. Where we are, which is between Sevierville and Dandridge, we got a little bit of snow that stuck.
Yeah, 3 or 4 inches.
So then, since the snow didn't stick yesterday, we had planned, to do like a snow video. So what we did was we drove over to where Spaceman lives, in that area. Bristol, Tennessee, and then we drove around a little bit there, and then we drove over to Johnson City, where Cousin Eddie lives.
But the fun part was the trip over there. Joy live streamed it.
I live streamed from basically from Sevierville through Pigeon Forge over to Gatlinburg, and then on, what was it, I-40, and then all the way to Bristol, and then Johnson City.
From 40 to 81. Yep.
Rhonda said she heard that Knoxville has 9 inches of snow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That would have brought them to a halt.
But I'll tell you, it was the cutest thing. So one thing that we did is we did not forget our bird friends. I have my bird feeders and everything, and so I bought a new bird feeder, and it has like a feeding section on two sides of like a plexiglass. The seed goes inside plexiglass, and it has a little roof on it, and then on the two other sides, it has suet holders. So I bought the little suet cakes, and we bought some new bird seed and stuff because I wanted to attract more different kinds of birds than just the normal ones that we usually see all the time, which is occasionally cardinals, but more so tufted titmouse and chickadee. So I wanted to attract more different kinds of birds. I have seen this fall, I have seen the Carolina wren coming in here too. But you know, with snow hitting and stuff, when we put the birdseed out, the new birdseed, Donnie said that it was like they were starving.
We got inundated.
They were so hungry. So many birds came in all at the same time, and that is not
Right.
not the way.
Tell them what you saw. Yeah.
That's not the way they normally come to my bird feeders. They normally come, you know, maybe a couple at a time or something.
Right.
They usually don't have a whole bunch at once, but there were so many.
And they don't get along. Tell them that.
Yeah, they're territorial, so they will spat with each other, you know. And so they are. They were just in there. They weren't fighting, you know, really or anything. They were just in there. Just like
big and little.
I don't even know how many were there at once. There were so many coming in. Yeah, all different sizes and colors and shapes and everything. And it was like they were starving because we put this bird feeder up right before it snowed, right?
Yes.
And so the other seed we had was the black oil, what are they called? Sunflower seeds, black oil sunflower seeds. And not every bird likes those seeds. So we bought like this mix of seeds with all kinds of stuff in it. But it was a high quality seed. It wasn't a cheap seed. And we even paid a little bit more for it.
Tractor Supply.
Because it had, it was from Tractor Supply. It had, it did have black oil seeds, but they were already broken from the shell.
That's what we paid a little extra for.
We paid a little extra for that because when you put black oil seeds in, the birds will break the seed casing off, and then there'll be those black oil seed casings all over your yard, and it can be messy. So this had the inside kernel, which is what they want to eat, so they don't actually have to break that seed open, you know. And then it had, which
allowed them to eat.
Yeah.
Much more efficiently.
And peanuts and
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, there was.
They were cold and hungry, and they were able to just down that seed. They didn't have to break it open and peck at it, and I think that's what we needed to do.
Yeah, and so they just came here like they were just starving, and that they were just as thankful as can be that.
Yeah, the cat didn't bother them.
Yeah, the cat was in the window, and they didn't really pay any attention to her because they were like hungry, you know. And normally, you know, like in the winter time, if you don't have snow or if it's not too freezing cold or whatever, um, birds can find a lot of times, you know, something to eat during the winter, and they'll actually store up seeds and stuff like that. But once it snows, it is harder for the birds to find their seeds or whatever. And we had yesterday here, we had a combination between snow and rain, snow and rain, snow and rain. So it would snow and then rain and freeze the snow, and then snow on top of that, and then rain and freeze the snow, and over. So the birds weren't able to peck through that, you know?
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. And so we just, you know, had something for them. And I also, now one of our feeders that we had was a flat feeder that is like wire, and it drains really well. And I just it was covered with snow on top of the seeds. So Donny had to dump the seeds,
Yep.
dump it out, so that
But I dumped it out where the birds could get it.
Yeah, he dumped it out on the ground, on the
Away from the RV.
on the snow and stuff, where they could see it. Hey Teresa, thanks Rhonda. Let us know how your mom is doing. So where Donny had tossed the seeds down on the snow, on the ground, there were birds, because a lot of birds are ground feeders. Cardinals are actually ground feeders, but they will feed out of a bird feeder if they have some flat space or something that is comfortable for them, you know. And so there were cardinals all over the place on the ground, and other little birds on the ground just pecking. And when
and the doves came in,
we went out today to see if there was any more snow anywhere that we could vlog it, you know. And we went up to on the gondolier up to Over Mountain and back down. And when we got home, I saw on the ground was little bird feet tracks everywhere, all over the ground. And I put my video down there to take a little video clip, because I was like, oh, look at the bird feet everywhere. Teresa said she had some cardinals at her feeders today. Cher said, you will have strong, healthy birds in your neighborhood. The only thing that makes me feel sad is, like, when we buy our property and move away, there's nobody else here that feeds birds.
well, there wasn't anybody here when we got here either, so
I know, but
they'll either move with us.
They're not going to fly with us.
We'll leave directions.
Spaceman said, where's the Titanic?
Where's the Titanic?
Bear Hug said, so glad you're helping all the feathered friends.
Yep. We were very, very glad to help. Makes you feel good, you know? Makes you feel good all under. If anybody remembers that commercial. Oh, I just dropped my paintbrush in the white paint. Oh, where does this white paint need to go that I just dripped? Right there. Okay.
Spaceman said it looks like a giant iceberg that the Titanic.
Oh, is that why you said
picture.
Titanic?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thought, did I promise to paint the Titanic or something? What? I was lost for a minute there. But that's okay. His imagination's always out in space as it anyway, so.
So then we vlogged today, and then after we vlogged, we did another drive stream from Gatlinburg through. It was flurrying in Gatlinburg, and then into Pigeon Forge, and then we showed them where there wasn't hardly any snow. But then when we got into Sevierville, there was snow. So I said, if anybody's in the area and wants to see snow, if you're in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, drive over to Sevierville.
Hurry!
Fairhead said, LOL. Cher said the Hanes underwear commercial.
Yeah,
they will
she
fly
remembered.
with you and find you. Oh, the birds will fly with you and find you.
Yes, let them fly with us and find us. I'm not saying God wouldn't do that either, you know. But then again, there could be other birds praying to God. Hey, have somebody with an RV come here that...
Bear Hugs doing LOL at the commercial.
Yeah, that was a funny commercial. So somebody came up with Under Armour after that. So.
And then we drove, and then we did the drive stream, drove over to Dandridge, and then stopped at the lake and ended it. And I'm learning where you can drive stream and where you can't with my devices, my hotspots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't very good over there by.
Yeah, we did have a few dead spots. My easel moved on me and I painted the wrong spot. We'll have to make something out of that mistake. The easel moved on me and I put a big blotch on my black. Oh well.
But then I did a little more vlogging of driving around in Dandridge, which is the second oldest town in Tennessee. Jonesboro is the oldest, and so Dandridge is just right down the road from us, about 7 miles or something.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how far.
And so I drove around and vlogged that, and then Teresa wanted us to go somewhere where there is some land for sale that she
did we ever tell her anything about that?
Interested in. So we went over there. We drove over there, and
there was only
had it on the
houses there, though. Did you mean land or lots?
I think you can buy a lot and have one of those.
Yeah, they already had the houses.
They already have the
yeah.
What are they called?
Double wides.
No. What's the
Clayton's?
Clayton homes. They already have. There's several. If Teresa, if you're still here, there's several Clayton homes over there that were for sale.
There we go. go. If anybody's wondering, no, I don't know. I don't know. Not one bit. I'm just having fun here. Alright, so, you know, there's this little tiny blade that I'm supposed to have, and I have misplaced it, lost it, whatever, it's
Teresa
gone.
said, thank you for checking. We're going to check when we come down.
It was a nice neighborhood.
She
There was
said,
a view of the
just
mountains.
kinda look around. Yeah, it was.
They were a ways
I
away.
took some photos.
Okay.
I'll send you the photos. I took a few photos while we were there.
Yeah, they were nice. They were nice. I mean, that would be like, you know, if you want to get down here, get someplace to live, get it over with so you can go do something else. That was a good place. You had some view, you have space, you've got a good sized lot, everything's already done and ready to move in.
Yeah, the houses aren't like packed tight together.
No.
Or anything. There's a little space between.
Half an acre, maybe more.
There's a little space between, you know, one house and the next house.
Yep. No doubt. Yep. Okay. We're
Welcome
gonna
back,
bring
Brenda.
that blue right there.
The properties where the Clayton Homes was, it's actually right down the road from where this campground is.
Right down the road.
Yeah. It was on a back road right from where we are.
Yeah, it was called.
It was towards 40.
Bungalow.
Yeah, bungalow something.
Bungalow Acres or something.
Anyway, it was you just kind of go like across from where this campground is. There's a little road there. You just kind of go across there, across that road towards 40, and then you take a right, and it's just right there.
Yep. And so that would put you, you know, 25 minutes from Pigeon Forge and 40 minutes from Gatlinburg, if you decided to live there.
Teresa said, I can't wait to check it out.
This thing keeps messing up. I do not know.
Why don't you wipe it off in between your whatever you're doing?
Okay, I can live with that.
Okay, you'll have to fix it a little because it almost looks like a tent.
Hey, I'll put a little post right there. And we'll put a monster in there and call it the Monster Mountain Tent. Bloody. All right. Let's go back to something that looks like I know what I'm doing. All right. All right. Now I'm pretty sure. Yep, that looks pretty close. That same blue looks pretty close. We're going to fix these mountains a little bit too. The water's not quite right here. This isn't right. You've got this water has to come down a little bit right there. There has to be a little bit right there.
I'll tell you one thing, Teresa, if you buy that property over there, or one of those properties,
you're close to Buc-ee's.
You're close to Buc-ee's, very, very close to Buc-ee's.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets a little bit more snow in this area sometimes than some of the other areas.
Okay.
Of course, if you like to go fishing, it's really close to the Douglas Lake too. Really close.
Yeah. I guess we do need a little color in there.
You look at your picture that I sent you?
Yes, yes. I'll pull that picture up again.
Teresa said some of the double wides are so beautiful on the inside.
And they're making them a lot better than they used to.
We don't know
They don't
what
have those skinny little doors anymore. They have real house doors in them.
we don't know what the price was on any of those, but
Yeah, we knew that it was about 100,000. What, 97 or 87,000 for a single wide, 1474, which is plenty of space, 1,000 square feet. And it just doesn't work out for us. I mean, it's a good idea if you just want to get it over with, get in here. That's a thing to do.
well, the bank wouldn't even loan
Right,
us on a
banks
double
don't.
wide.
They don't loan.
Now, I do know that Clayton Homes, they do loan people money.
Yeah.
It's owned by what? William Buffett or something? What's his name?
I think so, yeah. I think that's the name you said. I can't remember.
That rich guy. It's owned, the whole company is owned by him. Warren Buffett. The banks here, Teresa, will not loan on a double wide. You have to get some sort of a, some other kind of a loan, or try to get a loan from the Clayton Homes, which is owned by Warren Buffett. Bear Hug said the snowman painting looks like we could just jump right in the water. I love it, especially the beautiful holy star.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Rhonda said her dad's sister had a double wide. They are a nice space. They really are a nice space. Usually very roomy. Even the single wides we saw over there at Clayton, they seem to have lots of room to move around.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
It was 3
tight.
bedroom, living room, kitchen, master bed with a bath. Yeah, they were good.
I just didn't like how their cabinets and stuff were. They were wrapped.
They weren't real.
They weren't real wood cabinets at all. They were wrapped.
But you can order what you want if you want to take the time to wait for it. Me, I would have taken the wrapped ones and put them in my office and put good kinds she wants in the kitchen.
I'd rather buy it without the cabinets and including in the bathroom too.
Which we've heard rumors.
Huh?
We've heard rumors that it's 2 to 3 years to get a custom one way made the way you want. But you can buy one off the lot anytime if you're in a hurry.
I heard it's like a year or two.
Yeah.
I'd be more interested if I could buy one without any cabinets in it, and then have you just install.
Mm-hmm. Get what we want.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because the outside, structure of it and everything is built well.
We've even tried to buy a fixer-upper because that's what I do for a living. I can get a fixer-upper and
The
do the
bank wouldn't
floor.
loan us on a
Yeah,
fixer-upper
wouldn't
either.
touch it either. Although they will give us if they would approve it, they would give us a construction loan and a mortgage loan. And but you and so they do know what they're doing as far as, yes, they'll give you that. You just have to have your ducks in a row. And I got all my ducks in a row. And I said, well, then what do I buy? And
They said a cabin kit, and it has to be with a certain kind of
Mhm.
company.
And that was about
There's
it.
only certain kinds of companies they approve.
Mm-hmm.
They're very strict.
Yep.
Rhonda said it's 1 degree with the wind chill there.
So I've been
With the wind chill,
pulling.
I think she said with wind chill it's -8. It's 1 degree with the wind chill -8. I don't know. It might be pretty cold where Lisa's at too.
Oh yeah, she said
Lisa's
12 when
in
you were on the phone earlier.
Northern Indiana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the picture says you've got this big bunch of snow on the top of the branch, and then it kind of dribbles over the
Teresa
branch.
said there were some nice prices on homes there in Dandridge. Bear Hug said, "Brr, Rhonda, stay warm." Hey, thanks, Grayscale Painting. He said, "I subscribe to you. Very good work. One day I will catch you from the start."
Oh, that was sweet.
Teresa said wind chill is 4 degrees there. Rhonda said she's staying in and keeping warm.
It still didn't work. The picture has these branches that just come way over, and they're weighed down. You can tell they're just weighed down with the paint.
With the snow, yeah, they're weighed down. The snow weighs down the branches.
Yeah. And then at the bottom, it kind of hangs, and the snow kind of goes down over the branch. I got it pretty close, but I may stop right about here because I'm not sure what to do at the top.
Bear Hug said that she's ready for springtime.
Already? We just got here. We finally got our snow, and you want spring? It's got to
Teresa
snow
said-
for one more time before I want spring.
Teresa said this is her favorite painting. Teresa said she's ready for spring too.
bunch of weaklings. We just got started with winter. We just got started with winter.
Bear Hug said the scarf looks like it's blowing in the wind. So beautiful.
Yeah, that was kind of a lucky thing that happened right there. I didn't try to do that. So thank you for noticing.
Cher said Bear Hug is not happy when it's cold. But I guess that's why she lives in Florida, right?
Hey, we don't blame anybody. We lived in Florida.
It gets cold in Florida too sometimes in the winter.
I like the cold, but I like the hot too. Me and Florida got along just fine.
Yeah, Donny did well in Florida.
The only thing I didn't like about the Florida was sometimes just some of the people weren't exactly friendly and sweet. So, other than a few people, but you know, every place in the world's good except one for the people. Might have to leave that alone. That over there looks good for a cluster of trees.
Bear Hug said, she said that this bear hibernates if it's too cold. She said, I don't like it too cold or too hot. She wants it just right.
Oh, the Goldilocks bear.
The Goldilocks Bear Hug.
The Goldilocks bear
Oh,
hug.
she said, I'm in Texas.
Oh, well, that's better than being in Florida.
So I guess Wilma is in, maybe Wilma's the one that's in Florida that I'm thinking of, who's in Florida. Cher said, Donny never meets a stranger. That's true. Donny is like...
Yeah, I've met a few people that were strange. But I liked them.
Rhonda said her aunt lives in Texas. Hey, there's Charlie. He said, I'll call you tomorrow. I got busy trying to wrap the well and get ready for the freeze.
Oh, yeah. You got to get your winter prep done. That's what I did on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah.
Yeah, I posted a video of a bunch of stuff we did to get ready for the the winter Arctic blast thing that was coming.
Yep. Yeah, we definitely...
Teresa said they're supposed to get another snow on Thursday.
Yeah, our calendar is clear for snow now.
I'm going to look on my app because you look at a different thing than I do.
Yep. We would certainly accept some more. I wouldn't have any trouble with some more snow. Although this snow, being that it was mixed with ice, is hard as a rock.
Yeah.
And
it's freezing on the car, you know, when you're driving, and it freezes behind the tire and everything.
Yeah.
We've had to kick off the stuff.
Right. You could hear the wheels rubbing on the inside of the wheel well.
So it says for Wednesday, it says 27 degrees for a high and 13 for a low. Today it said the high was 30 and the low is 4 degrees. Thursday it says 38 degrees is the high and 32 is the low with a chance of flurries. Friday it says 34 degrees with a high and 10 for a low, mostly cloudy. Saturday is 18 high, 4 low, partly sunny. Sunday is 28 high, 14 low, sunny. Monday it says 39 high, 30 low, mostly sunny, and it says the next Tuesday it says 44 for the high, 42, low mostly cloudy, and then it says for the following Wednesday, 50 degrees high, 49 low, and 30% chance of rain. And then it says for the following Thursday, it says 60 degrees for the high, 57 for the low, and 80% chance of rain for next Thursday. But sometimes those things change up. Like in a day, it could look totally different, you know. Hi, Suzanne.
Hey, Suzanne. I love it when people win a painting and they still come back.
Yeah.
That means they like us. We weren't just there to win a painting. She likes us. Hey, Mikey. All right, what brush am I looking for? This one. Okay, so we need a little bit of blue and a little bit of white.
Teresa said she likes the temperatures to be around 60 in the winter. Well, that's fall temperatures, Teresa. 60 degrees is a fall day.
Yeah, and you can have that if you want.
Okay, Charlie. He'll be looking forward to your call.
Mm-hmm. Hope I have the same number. I'm sure I do.
I did not look up the commercial yet.
Oh, yeah.
We went, when we got back, we went to Buc-ee's, and then it was 7, it was dark when we got back here. It was like 7 p.m. We left at 8 a.m. and got back at 7 p.m. We had a long day. Then I didn't sleep a whole lot last night. I probably only got maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep the whole night.
Yeah. Well,
I was up at 2:30, and then I just stayed up all day. I couldn't sleep. Well, Donny was snoring, and that woke me up. And then my brain was
I knew I was in there somewhere.
My brain was going at that point. My brain was like very active, and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I just said, I'll just get up and
I apologize.
edit my videos and stuff.
See, like right here, it's backwards. The dark is facing the star instead of the light. And the only way I could fix that would be to put a moon up here. And that would make more sense on why this side of the thing. That's probably what I could do. We'll put a moon right here. And then that'll help the night make sense if I do that. But yeah, you've got to have the right colors, and you've got to have the right angles. And I remember I really liked this ledge up here. I thought that looked really good. We'll just put a little bit more paint right there. And we'll put some more paint right there.
Hey, if anybody's listening and doesn't, and like if it gets too cold for you, when these really big Arctic blasts come in, if you're not in a rental, if you actually own your own home, you might want to think about getting one of those diesel heaters, because it really does keep you warm. And they use them in RVs also. They're very safe for if somebody has a shop where they work in their shop or their garage. They're used in there, and they're safe. They're safe for a home. They're safe for an RV. or a trailer.
They put them in bulldozer cabs.
They're safe. They're safe for a truck driver in the cab of their
Yep, in the cab of the truck.
They're safe for people that camp or live in their vans. You know, they're just a very safe heater.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep you very warm. You can
on the lowest setting, it lasts about a week.
And we like to keep it on the lowest setting because it'll get too hot if you turn it up.
I'd even recommend having 2 of them. I'm gonna get another one.
Thanks for joining us, Bear Hug. She said it's dinner time. Her husband's hungry, and they'll finish watching later if you're not done. But she said it looks perfect now.
Yes, it's getting there. See, we've got this glacier coming down here.
Bear Hug said, everyone have a wonderful night. Take care. Stay warm.
Thank you. We love you.
It doesn't really have carbon monoxide issues, does it, Donny?
No, everything is outside.
Yeah.
The only thing that's inside the house is the hot box. The hot box is where the diesel and the oxygen mixes and makes it just basically an oven. And the ticking sound is the teeny tiny bit of diesel being injected into that oven, it quickly burns and keeps it hot. Then the outside is looks like a football. Like he got the hot box here, and then around the hot box, a fan blows over the hot box and brings the heat into the house. The fuel and the exhaust and everything is outside.
Yeah.
I said that same question too. I had the same question.
Well, we have a video on it. You can watch Donny install it to see.
Yeah, you could do that.
To see what it's like. Bear Hug said, "Oh, great to know, Joy. What are they called? It's called a diesel heater."
Yeah, But just look under vevor.com. vevor.com. And okay, so we got our shadows, we got our light. We're going to bring down a little bit more brightness right there. Now, this is supposed to be the reflection of the star.
Teresa's going to watch the video. She didn't know we had one.
Yeah, look under a playlist or something like that.
Or it might be under a playlist for, like I have a playlist for the RV, for things that we have done with the RV.
Okay. I like that.
Suzanne said you can get some on Amazon. The only you have to be careful that you don't buy the real cheap Chinese diesel heaters. It's the real cheap ones because
well, right, you want to spend about $120. It is, we have the Chinese heater.
But you have to be careful because the first time we put it in, when Donny put it in,
it did not work.
There was a part that wasn't working.
The glow plug was not working.
And he had to get another part.
Actually, they sent me a whole nother heater. They just
they sent
I showed them the heater, and I showed them where there was a red light on saying glow plug doesn't work. As soon as I sent them the photograph of that, I thought they were going to send me a glow plug. They sent me a whole nother heater. So I'm looking around for glow plugs because I've got another diesel heater that just needs a glow plug.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't just send me a glow plug.
And women can install these. I have seen females that live the van life, and they have installed the diesel heater themselves, or maybe them and a friend, installed it together and stuff.
It's pretty simple. It's a 4-inch hole. You cut a 4-inch hole in whatever it is you need, wherever you're going to install it.
Suzanne says she's getting one. She says Vevor does sell through Amazon.
And make sure you spend at least $110, $120 on it. Make sure you get it, not the portable one, because that only has like 3 hours, 4 hours of fuel in it. You don't want the portable one. You want the one that comes with a 2.5 liter tank, because we fill that 2.5 liter tank twice a week. So we go through about 5 gallons a week, keeping the RV toasty warm with one other electric heater. And during the day when it warms up, we just use the electric heater and we turn it off. So don't
yeah,
feel.
if it warms up in here, we turn that off and
Yep. Yeah.
just have the little space heater.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes at night, unless it's a really, really cold night, sometimes at night we'll turn off the diesel heater and just have, because the Husky enjoys the cold. The little dogs in the back, we have a small portable radiator for the back, and that usually keeps the back nice and warm back there.
Yeah,
where the bedroom is, and the little dogs sleep back there.
Mm-hmm.
They sleep next to the little radiator. One of our dogs is a senior, and she cannot she can't be on the bed or anything, because she'll just walk off the end of the bed, and it's high, so we don't even try to put her up on the bed. Bear Hug said, "Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Great
Good night.
job at
Thank you for coming in, saying hi."
Alternative heat sources is a good thing. It's a blessing to have alternatives for different things, including alternative ways of cooking, alternative ways of storing food,
Yeah, because we definitely, our purchase of a one of those double door electric air fryers, big double door one, the kind that can hold a huge loaf of bread, a pan with a whole chicken in it, was the best thing for us to buy. Just the best. You're able to cook French fries without using grease. You can cook.
Donny can bake in there and everything.
Yep. I've baked bread and pumpkin bread. Pumpkin pie came out perfect. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. They're about $230, but they are very worth it. You can cook anything. They sit right on the counter. They don't take up much space. I think you'd be very happy to have one.
And our friend Tara Dalmatian, she said that Donnie heard the same thing, that they're planning on doing rolling blackouts, which means you'll have no electric power. So if you can have alternatives, that's one thing with the space heater. See, we can use the space heater without the need for electricity, Now our stove is all electric, so we'll have to figure something else out. Well, we do have a small generator that if we needed to, we can turn on the air fryer and cook something real quick and that kind of thing. But
we don't expect the power to be off for that long, but we could if we had to get our generator out. And my RV has a generator, but it's propane, and I have not filled the propane tank that feeds the generator.
And like a grill, like a griddle or a grill or something outside.
I could go buy some charcoal, cook a steak out in the ice cold.
To cook on the grill, and if you have like those big old cast iron pots or
which you will be seeing, we bought one.
To cook out, to be able to cook outside. Hey, Jeremy, he said rolling blackouts are not fun. Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this is right where I want it to be.
Jeremy said cast iron is fine.
And
See, you can take like a cast iron,
I still don't have a tree
Dutch,
like I want.
like a Dutch oven cast iron. You could put charcoal or something like that on the ground. Put a Dutch oven on top of it. Even if you wrapped it in foil or whatever, and then put some more charcoal on the top of it, and you could just really cook a meal outside that way.
Yep.
We actually have a video, if anybody wants to watch that. We actually have a video where we cooked, was it soup? Off-grid.
With our solar.
With our little solar generator.
And?
In the VW Bug.
But you see, it was a special thing because we had a low wattage crock pot. Your regular crock pots are 1500. We have a 7500, 5400. We had like our crock pot, little tiny crock pot, was 1750 watts. And with the help of the solar generator, it ran 4 hours.
Don't give them all the details. Let them watch the video.
Okay.
It's an interesting video.
Yeah, that was quite the...
Teresa said she watched it. She remembers it.
Oh, she does?
Jeremy said he loves his cast iron. Donny just has to learn how to take care of cast iron so it doesn't rust out.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to add just a little bit more. The blue is just so blue.
Jeremy said seasoning is key, Donny, for cast iron.
Yeah. I believe the one I just bought is already seasoned. I never know if what I'm going to do, what I do is going to help or if it's going to ruin it. I never really know. It looks like that right there could use just a little bit of a shadow right there. That seems to help a little bit. I like that. All right.
And
we are going to DW this one.
Anybody that's watching, if you come to the Smoky Mountains, Donny and I enjoy meeting people that watch our channel and stuff like that. And so the other day, we met another guy that is from West Tennessee, and he's a YouTuber, and he watches our channel and watch his channel, and so he was over here. So I said, you know, if you let us know where you're going to be, we'll come and meet you, and we'll, you know, and they were going out to dinner, because I said, you know, maybe we can go out to eat or something. So they were going out to dinner, so we met them at a restaurant. I didn't vlog it. He had a friend with him that was a farmer. And so we just sat, you know, I just thought, we'll just sit around and have a conversation. I took a photo. And
yeah, it's not easy for my wife not to vlog something.
His name was Doug. His channel is D&T in Tennessee. And he does nature videos. And if he stays in a little cabin or something, he'll vlog that. You know, just things like that. And real nice guy. And his farmer friend, Chris, was real nice too. But we enjoy
Who did we
having a
meet
meal
today? What was
with
his,
friends.
the photographer we met today at the Ober?
I put his card in here, but I didn't see his name. You never told me his name.
And we met him on the coming down the tram, and he's
Pat
just
Dwyer.
yeah, Dwyer.
He's a real estate aerial photographer.
And started a channel, and it was good to meet him.
We told him, if he wants to go to, dinner sometime or something, we could go to dinner with.
Yeah, anybody that's going to be in town at 5 o'clock this Thursday, let us know. We do have plans to
Donny
go out to
wants to go to.
Do you want to say it out loud now, or?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Donny wants to go to the Alamo and have a steak on Thursday. If anyone's going to be here Thursday is it only for dinner or is
It's
it
only for dinner.
for dinner?
They have lunches on Thursday.
But the special is for dinner.
The lunch is special too. It's just not, they don't serve the steak.
Okay.
If you've been wanting a steak, an Alamo steak, Thursday is your day.
Jeremy said that some of the cast iron that they use are over 200 years old.
That who used?
Jeremy.
Oh.
See, I bought Donny a cast iron lodge grill, and he didn't take care of it. He let it rust out. He didn't know what he was doing with it, so he has to
I just
learn.
left it out. I mean, if I had a place to put it, it wouldn't have rusted out. I didn't have a place to put it. It got left out. And I am still using it, and we bought it in 2018.
But the legs
Legs are gone.
rusted off.
Yep, I got it sitting on a 4x4. That's 1x6 railing on the house on their RV. So I'm just dinking away here. That's it for us tonight. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. It's been long enough. Put you through enough. And I'm going to go back to that other painting. It's dry by now. And I went ahead and signed this one. I call it done. I might still try to work with that tree. Still doesn't look very good. But that's painting. That's a good name for a channel. That's painting.
Teresa said you can still restore the grill, just scrub it with a wire brush.
Well, unfortunately, it's already rusted through.
The legs are rusted through.
The legs are rusted through. The cast iron is scaling off like a old scab on a rhinoceros horn. So don't worry about it.
Anyway.
And we got a deal on it when we bought it.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Thank you so much for coming in. Remember, we love you, but Jesus loves you more. And when our time is done with you, and his time is all the time with you. Have a good night.
Suzanne said, have a safe weekend. Jeremy said good night. Teresa said good night. Stay safe and warm. Thank you all.